Hello, Karina here, coach and mentor for highly sensitive people and creator of the program, Synchronize Your Life. Today is let's see what day it is. It's day 15, that's what I thought. Today is day 15 of the Feel Lighter in 21 Days experiment. And today's experiment is to dance like no one's watching. So, funny thing, I've been wanting to kind of come on live and dance. I feel like I saw a few other friends of mine, do a Facebook Live and they're dancing. I think I even participated in like a group one, but then I heard recently that a friend of mine tried doing it, but the song that she was using, there was, it stopped the video or it flagged it. She wasn't allowed to use it because there was copyright infringement for using the song. So I had a couple songs planned for today's video. I was going to do some dancing live, but it's not going to happen. So it's all good. So today I'll just talk about dancing, and I'll share with you my 3 favorite songs that every time I listen to, doesn't matter how much time has gone by, somehow they pierce through my heart and make me feel something so deeply. So in the comments below, as I'm talking about dancing and moving our body, maybe if you can share with me your favorite song to dance to or just listen to. So even if you're not like moving your body completely dancing, everyone dances in their own way. Whether they're bopping their head, tapping their foot, okay, maybe they're moving their hips or their shoulder. Okay, everyone dances in some way. Doesn't matter how introverted you are. But the key here is around getting in your body. Okay, that is the focus for today. And for me, getting in my body often involves some form of dance. So there's a quote that I want to share with you guys today. And I'm sure you've heard this quote before, but it says, "Those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." And this, of course, was Friedrich Nietzsche. So, did I say his last name wrong? Whatever. Don't judge me. The point is every time I hear that quote, it reminds me of a highly sensitive person. Because on such a deep level, we feel things and we think things. And oftentimes, maybe by others who aren't thinking deeply, feeling deeply, experiencing life with many colors on many levels, we can come across as crazy. And even for me, there have been things that over the years I had to hide. Even when I was a little kid, I was very open to energies. And, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd see people in my room and it would freak me out. And that kept going until, well into my adulthood. And even it's happened with my sister, my mom, both my sisters and my mom. So this is definitely something in my family. And I thought about this in many different ways. And the critic in me is like, oh, well, maybe I'm just projecting my thoughts, my dream out. I open my eyes and it's there. But at the same time, it's a feeling that I get. There's a presence there. And I found that the more I let myself trust how I feel, my tuition, the more I let myself trust my decisions that I make at other times in my life as well. So, stepping outside the box. And oftentimes, stepping outside the box first happens with dance. We dance, or maybe you don't dance because you have a fear. You're a fear of being seen, fear of being judged, fear of being criticized. Maybe, and oftentimes, it is you're the one who's criticizing, you're the one who's judging. And actually, the whole point of dance is that you are in your body. But if you are in your head and you are judging yourself and you're criticizing and you're comparing yourself, then you're not in your body. You're in your head. Your energy is leaving your body. We talked about that. So hopefully you don't need drugs and alcohol to feel the depth, feel the amazing pulsations and vibrations of the music and allowing it to move through your body in any way that it may move through you. So today's experiment is to dance. There's going to be three songs that I'm going to share as three songs that really, every time I listen to these songs, like I said, they touch my heart. So the first one is Wake Me Up by Aviici. So oldie but goodie. Every time I hear it, I still get the chills. This is a little bit more of like a nightclub party scene type music to get my energy pumping. Okay, then I have the next one is called River Flows in You by Yiruma. And this was a song that my San Diego yoga teacher used to play almost towards the end of every class in the Shavasana. And I remember when I first moved to San Diego, she would play it every single class. And feeling all the emotions of like so grateful for living where I was living, and just everything coming together with the house that we found and just the beauty of San Diego. I remember just every time I heard it, it just started bawling. It just touched me on a very deep level. It allowed me to surrender. And I think that's what music does. And I think that's why oftentimes music and dance are paired together, because the whole idea is to surrender. The music helps you surrender, and the dance is something that you do in the process of surrendering. So share in the comments below what your favorite songs are to dance to. And I wanted to see if there's anything else I wanted to share around this. Sorry if today's boring. I had such a big plan to dance some dances with you guys, but it's all good. Not going to happen. But I will be dancing even after this. I'm not going to get away with this one, okay? So maybe we'll have to have a retreat together. You'll have to come to one of my retreats, and maybe we'll have a dance party at the retreat. Who knows? Okay, or maybe you'll come to one of my meetups one day, and we'll have a little dance party. One more thing I did want to share. So, a couple things. So it's interesting. I was talking to someone recently, and we're talking about dancing, and she was saying how hard it was to like be in her body and just like completely just disconnect from that inner judger. And I kind of was listening, kind of like, wow, like I could never imagine that. But the thing is, there was definitely a point in my life where my body was very stiff while dancing, because there was a lot of fear and insecurity around how other people were perceiving me. And I think that's the joy and the beauty of dance. It allows you to surrender the thoughts of what other people are thinking of you. It allows you, again, to just be in your body and be with yourself. Okay, so I'm just getting a note from Laura. I see you here. She's having some trouble joining. Okay. Well, that makes sense, because I actually haven't seen anyone join yet, and usually I have several people on with me. So if you're just listening to the recording today, that's all good. It's fine. Whatever's going on with the technology, maybe it was a part of me scared, like of not wanting to be seen on video live. Maybe that's why the internet's doing this, but I didn't end up dancing, so the internet was trying to protect me. I don't know. Whatever. We can make up all the stories we want to make up, but it's all good. So, yes. So talking to a friend about how scary it is to be dancing in front of people, and I just couldn't imagine it. And then I remember that there was a period in my life where I felt a lot of fear to dance. And so interesting how your body, your cells literally shift when your mind shifts, when your experience shifts, when your beliefs shift. It's like literally it's a past life in this life that I could not remember. So something to think about. How sometimes you don't even remember when there was another version of you who couldn't do something. But now it seems so easy. It seems so flowing. It seems so free. Where in your life do you feel free? That maybe once before you felt constrained. So it's always really important to notice and acknowledge the shifts that we do make in our life, especially when life seems like it's always stuck. Okay, you always want to see where the shifts are happening, because that is the place you want to work from. If you haven't listened to my Create Your Vision and Thrive as a Highly Sensitive Person audio yet, I could leave a link again to subscribe. When you subscribe to my newsletter, you get that. That's what I talk about. We talked about that yesterday, building from the ground up. And so remembering the times where things subtly shifted. You started to embody a new way of being. Maybe you started to feel more confident, and you didn't even realize the time where you felt insecure anymore. Okay? Maybe I'm going off on a tangent here. You thought I was just going to talk about dance superficially, right? No, I'm a highly sensitive person. I talk about it very deeply in many different ways. Especially because I can't dance live. So anyway, so there's one more thing I want to share. So I don't know about you, but I love community. Community is really important to me. And when I can share an experience with someone, I feel like it amplifies every feeling that I'm having, of course, in a positive way. So going to concerts really, really move me. They just make me feel so, what's the word? Alive, enlightened. Just enlightened meaning like the light is on. And so there's, the first time I lived in Colorado, when I lived in Colorado, there was a woman, and she taught a dance class called Soul Kitchen Dance. That's what she called it. But it was her version of something called ecstatic dance. And basically, she creates a phenomenal playlist of songs. Usually it starts out pretty slow, and then it builds up to, a climax, and then it starts to slow down again. And I would do this every Sunday with her. We called it our dance church, and we connected with other community members who were here to just practice dancing. Something that I always remember is how the earth, just like us, we have points all over our body, acupuncture points. And when we dance, it's like we are giving the earth acupuncture. Okay, so if you want to know how to heal the world, start dancing. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, so today, day 15, today's experiment is to dance like no one's watching. And maybe today I will be dancing and no one will be watching, but that's okay. And I trust that you will be doing the same as well. Okay, anything to help you practice getting in your body, to helping you feel lighter. Okay, because that's why we're here. No need to carry around all of everyone's stuff all the time. Your highly sensitive self, you. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay, just shake it off. And post in the comments, what are your favorite songs? Okay, so look forward to hearing from you. I need some music inspiration. As you can see, I didn't share with you the last song. The last song that I wanted to share with you is Ocean by Butler Trio, but it'll be posted anyway. Okay? Clearly my songs are not very new, but that doesn't really matter. I like what I like, and it feels good. So if you have any new ones, great. If you like the oldies like me, then please share them. And really choose something that moves you, something that touches your heart and literally vibrates in every cell of your being. Okay, I want songs that are going to move me. So please share. Wonderful. So dance like no one's watching. Deep breath. All right, so before we go, I have one quick announcement. So yesterday I mentioned that I will be hosting a webinar next Friday. So I have a little bit more details for you, and I will be posting a link when it's ready in this video and every video after, so that you can register for the webinar. So it'll be next Friday, June 23rd, 2017 at 4 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be 10 a.m. Hawaii time for me. So 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to put, once you register, I'm going to give you a time zone converter if you need it, if you need to see what the time zone changes. And this webinar is for aspiring highly sensitive leaders. And this is for you if you feel small, but you have a big vision. Okay, the whole premise is that we highly sensitive people are such visionaries. There's so many of us who, with our amazing observation skills, are always seeing so many things that can change in this world, right? So many things that we see, oh wow, wouldn't it be better if? What are you doing about it? That is my question. And I don't say that with shame or judgment. I say that to plant a seed in you. Because I remember being in college and I asked myself that question. I asked that question to myself and I had no idea what to do. I was literally like, I don't know where to start. Okay, so if you still don't know where to start, you have a vision for the world. You have a vision for your life, for your relationship, for your family. Okay, when I say aspiring leader, what does that mean? It means you're typically not someone who sees yourself as a leader. Okay, maybe you're not type A alpha dog leader. Okay, but there is something called beta leaders, and I'm going to talk about that more in the webinar. And beta leaders are so important. So my friend and colleague Lindsay, again, she's shared with me so much, so many amazing resources. She's the one who taught me about beta leaders and how much we help move the energy and flow of the direction of our world. And if you know how the world works, if you know how creation works, everything starts as a thought. So if you have a thought, if you are willing to consistently put energy in to bring that thought to life, then I'll be here to support with that. Okay? If you're not going to do it, who's going to do it? You see it. People don't have the vision that you have. People don't see the observations that you see. I want to help you bring anything that you see to life. Anything that is important in your heart. Anything, your heart, your vision of truth. Bring it to life. Okay? Step by step. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. You don't have to get confused. You don't have to get frustrated or have fear that maybe you'll fail at it. Okay? We don't need any of that. That's why I created this webinar. Great. I'm creating a space for us to connect virtually so that I can see all of you. It's going to be on Zoom, so I'm going to be able to see all of you on video if you have access to it. And we're going to talk about how to make your vision a reality. Okay, so make sure you register for that. The link will be connected to this video. Let's see, what else? That's all I'm going to give you for now. So next Friday, I'll see you June 23rd, 2017, because who knows, future people might be watching this. And register. I look forward to sharing with you. All right, so more details to come. But day 15, dance like no one's watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.